Three, two, one, go. Okay. So I am live today. I am live and I am talking about Wrestlemania. And I just thought I'd talk about Wrestlemania because, quite frankly, I need to get it off my chest, man. It was a good first day. And one of the most disappointing things for me was the fact that they, WWE, put the best match on the first day. Why? Why would they do that? It was then what I'm talking about right now is the Undertaker versus AJ Styles. Why would he put it on today? Seriously, why? Well, why? Seriously, it's the best match. You knew it was gonna be a classic. Sure, we know that Undertaker can't do hurricanranas. He's had many hip surgeries, and I think he's had knee surgeries, all kinds of weird stuff. He can't move properly, poor guy, right? But the fact is, he can work. He can work, and you need someone, a great worker, to work with you. And who's the best worker you've got to work with you? Better than I think AJ Styles is better than Shawn Michaels, man. I've got to give it. I have to say because I think he hits harder than Shawn Michaels does. I think that's one of the things, and he's a lot more flexible because he can do many more somersaults and all that. But they didn't even need that. That was it. They did. We've literally did more. That was the great thing about this. It was just it was like a movie. It was a movie. The way that they did the production, I think the thing that just comes in my head right now is the way when the Undertaker came on this bike, right? He came, looked cool, got up off his bike, and it had the Undertaker written underneath. Now, normally in a situation like that in the WWE, it's cringeworthy. It's cringeworthy. You look at it and think, oh God, did he have to do? Did he have to do that? But it just looked so damn cool, man. I love the AJ Styles entrance as well when he came in. He came in and they did the introduction where they showed the derelict house. You know, it wasn't really dark at the time or something. Then they showed a car turning up, and in that there's a casket. And I didn't know, but then somebody else, someone else told me that basically I think maybe AJ Styles might be in that. Then they opened the casket and then there we go, AJ Styles. He jumped out with a big smile on his face, going, "Yeah, this is awesome." He's a perfect bad guy, man. That's what it is. He's a perfect he's a perfect bad guy for the Undertaker at that particular time because he was making fun of him being an old geezer, and it was he made fun of him and he was having fun with it. And the thing is, he knew he was having fun with it, but the main thing, because he was having fun with it, we all found that it was fun as well at the same time. So that was what made it absolutely great, is that he was fun. It was fun for him, and it was fun for us. But the great thing is the way they did it, even the camera work, etc. It wasn't overly done. I mean, yeah, look, they were a lot of the time they were in the face. They're moving the cameras in for close-ups, moving out, zooming out, and then they're slowing it down, etc. for each move and stuff. But the thing is that the anticipation was absolutely brilliant because it made you think, okay, so what's gonna happen next? But sure, there was predictions, like for example, when AJ Styles got choke slammed in the no, not AJ Styles, Undertaker got chucked in the actual in the the graveyard where they dug the hole. Then what happened is it was simple. AJ Styles went on the tractor, ready to push in, like with the tractor, he was going to release the soil and cover Undertaker with it. What happened? The lights came on, and then Undertaker was behind him. That was just good, solid work of. It was just interesting, and you know what is a little bit disappointing is that they've stolen all the ideas from the Broken Matt Hardy gimmick and stuff. But you know what? If anybody could have made it brilliant, it was definitely Undertaker and AJ Styles. The limited mobility that you could see Undertaker, he can't really move properly, but in terms of his trash talk was absolutely great. Then like you think about an old man, you think about an old man, okay, and then when he was putting him in, that was great. When he was putting him in, he was like, "You're a tough guy, man. You're a tough guy. You went through a lot, man. You're a tough guy." And you know, like you're a tough guy, man. You're a tough guy. It's just time to go. And then they just started saying, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that, man. I'm sorry." I was like, "You sorry? You're sorry? Oh well, okay." And then he walked up, and then you knew a kick was coming, or something was gonna come in, or he was gonna choke slam him inside the actual dug up hole. But it was just overall very, very good. Like the way he got kicked into the hole, and then great. Like he got the soil through. He went sat on the tractor and then released the soil. And you know what was good? The the production was perfect because at that particular point, I thought, has he won now? Because it was only a little bit of soil. I thought, is he going to get more soil and put it in? And then they went, and then dong came up. So that was a nice little production feature there. And then his music slowly came in. He wasn't like, oh, he wasn't overly done. He was such great. This is what you call like theater work mixed with a movie, and they made it perfect, in my opinion. They really did. It was perfect. The way they did this, Undertaker did a great job. When he got it, the way his elbows, if you looked at his elbows, it was actually cut up. Now, was it really cut? Who knows? It definitely wasn't CGI, but they kept him be focused on his elbow a few times. Maybe he did get cut. I have to say, give credit to AJ Styles. He took a bump off the roof and went through some wood. I don't know if it was real wood. Like I guess it's half broken wood, but that spot was actually pretty damn good. And yeah, it was good. Gallows and Anderson did the great thing. You know what was great? I really was happy about this. I'm really happy about this. On Raw, Undertaker talked about the Holy Trinity, and I thought, oh my, unholy Trinity, and I thought, oh my God, they're gonna have three people in this, and Michelle McCool is gonna turn up, and then somebody else is gonna turn up, and it's gonna be a cluster F. I thought this is just gonna be a cluster F. You know what I mean? But the great thing is he never turned up. That was a great thing. He never turned up, and sorry, Michelle McCool never turned up, or any other druids, or Kane or anyone else turned up. So that just made it perfect, in my opinion. It really did. It made it because it kind of looked like this was Undertaker's, area, this house or this particular place where he's living at. This is where he lives, and Undertaker is basically invited AJ Styles to fight there. And even like at the end, that wasn't overdone, where the fires came off the roof, that like erupted like pyro, and then the big TX sign was in blue. I just thought I'm cool. It wasn't overdone. That was a thing. Whoever thought of this production, thank you. And I'm really hopeful that if everything has to be like apparently verified by Vince or approved by Vince as such. You know what I mean? So for this particular one, I give him credit. This was pretty damn good. And then, okay, I'll come back to this match in a bit, maybe because it was cool, man. It was cool to watch it. Great thing about it is like Undertaker's an old golden oldie, and this does nothing for AJ Styles in terms of like moving him down a level. It does nothing. You, it really doesn't make him belittle him in any particular way. It'll just show, oh, wait a minute, he was in a boneyard match and it was difficult for him to fight. Undertaker's, you know, second house or whatever it is, so he got hit and beaten up badly and he got beat. So in a way, puts him over in a way because he went and fought a tough fight. So you in a way, it's worked out great for both of them. I will have to say that Undertaker did a great job. AJ did a great job as well. He didn't overdo it. He didn't, with AJ Styles, he can really do amazing things. You know what I mean? Crazy, somersaults and etc. It wasn't needed for this fight. It wasn't needed. If he started doing all these fancy tricks, etc., etc., it would have kind of looked embarrassing, really, for the Undertaker, because then Undertaker will be like, okay, now I got to do some crazy suicide dives and stuff like that. This was just like a downright, just a fight. It was a fight, kick here and there. The pacing of the actual this particular fight was good. It wasn't overly done. It wasn't like, okay, he's just Undertaker's just throwing a punch now. Okay, when's he gonna? Now they're gonna lie down on the floor for 5 minutes and then they're gonna stand up again. It wasn't like that. Great thing about it, it wasn't. There was nothing like that. I love that about that. I really did. Oof. Yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool. I'll if WWE does more of these type of things, I think from this they're gonna learn a lot. And in a way, I'm kind of sad because AEW they started all this with Jake the Snake Roberts. They brought back Matt Hardy, and you know what I mean. Like they started to push creativity to the next level. Now WWE just ripping off now and just here and there, and it's kind of sad in a way because you want some of the originators to actually get credit. So like Matt Hardy's broken stuff. I hope that really succeeds in AEW and he gets to the next level. I really do. He's a very talented dude. Now on to another match because I have to get on with it. All right. Is Goldberg. Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. I was so happy about this. I was so happy. I was elated, actually. In a way, I was sad because it's like, wait a minute, Goldberg got beat. Goldberg got beat. He got beat, but then he got beat by Braun Strowman. But that was a good thing. Actually, when I was thinking in this match, I was thinking, first thing that went on in my brain when that actually happened was like, Goldberg not even had a shave when he's coming down. He doesn't even give a damn. He's like, F this. I don't give a crap about this place. It was like he just woke up. They told him you need to have a match with Braun Strowman. I went, okay, right. What you want me to do now? Yeah. Well, okay. Can I get ready? No. You gotta have it now. All right. I don't give a damn. I'm going out. I went like, it came out, and you know what? The big clue of this, the big clue that he was gonna lose was the way that he held the title. Normally, he comes in strapped around his waist. This time, he just had it on his shoulder. So it was like, I've got it on my shoulder to donate to the next guy. I think this was like a one-fight deal, maybe with the WWE and Goldberg. I think it was like a one-fight deal because what was alleged to happen was he was supposed to, pass it on to Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns basically due to leukemia. He's and look, fair enough. Due to the coronavirus, he's decided, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be there. And fair enough. You know, he's going to do what's best for him and his family. So he did that, and it's a sad thing. It's sad in a way that Roman didn't get the rub, because that's what Vince McMahon wanted. But you know what? Even if Roman would have got the rub, he wouldn't have gone over. He wouldn't have gotten over. Fans would have hated him because, again, WWE or Vince McMahon wants to push Roman Reigns, and you can't do that, WWE. And Vince just wants Roman to be the Superman. That's allegedly, Superman punch. He wants him to be the Superman of the WWE. So again, I gotta sit down properly. So yeah, he wants to be the Superman, or him to be the Superman of the WWE, and he wants people to love him. He's just made him into another John Cena, where people absolutely hate the guy. And I think, in general, that just sucks. It just sucks. But you know what? It's great. I was so happy for Braun Strowman in a way. Um, Goldberg looked peeved. You could clearly see in his face he was clearly peeved about this. I think there's some dissension between him and the WWE. He probably wasn't happy that he had to go over, to Braun Strowman. But you know what? Braun has deserved it, man. He has wrestled his butt off, man, in the WWE. He has been through a lot, and I know he came out recently with this comment about to like indie wrestlers, saying that, you know what, you guys need to work extra hard and all this other crap and all that. But for this particular occasion, I was actually happy for him. You know what I mean? I was happy for him. But maybe that's what Vince is capitalizing on. Maybe because right now he's trashed all the indie wrestlers, he's gonna be a big heel and everybody hates him. So he's won the title. The match was good because the great thing was I thought, oh my gosh, after 3 spears, I thought, oh my gosh, it's gonna be over. And then when he went to take him up for the jackhammer, I thought, he is not gonna lift him up. I thought, is he? Is he gonna do it? And then Braun Strowman's just started power slamming him. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the fifth one, he got him and he did the running power slam, the British Bulldog. Up to him. Respect to him. British Bulldog power slam to him. I'll call it the British Bulldog power slam. And it was sad. Sad to see Goldberg lose like that. But I was happy for Braun Strowman to win like that as well, because he won clean, and my gosh, you know what, he deserved it for sure. And give him all the credit in the world. Now, as far as the other matches are concerned, Kabuki Warriors come in my brain for some bizarre reason. I wanted them to win. I really wanted them to win. I didn't want Alexa Bliss and what's her name? I don't even know, her tag team partner. I didn't want her to win. That match went on pretty long, didn't it? They got 15 bloody minutes or something. 15 to 20. It felt like 20. They got 15 to 20 minutes wrestling. It felt it could be less, but it was too long, man. It should have been at least just 10 minutes and finish it. Oscar's doing great. Oh my God, JBL was on broadcast today. JBL was on broadcast. What the hell was that all about? And you know what made it worse? This whole situation, JBL and Michael Cole were together, is how empty the crowd is. Now the thing is, the announcers are supposed to be there for a reason. They're there for a particular reason, to get rid of the silence. Whenever there's an empty silence, they're supposed to basically butt in and kind of like make you feel as though that you're a part of the match, and make you let it go in your brain. Nope, they did not fill in the empty silences. It just felt like, okay, Oscar was doing a great job in terms of her being crazy, because that's what she needed to be. And damn, it was a bit sad. Kabuki Warriors won. Lost. I mean, sorry, yeah, they lost to Alexa Bliss, but Alexa Bliss, you know, I guess good luck to her, whatever. And next match that I can remember, Kevin Owens versus the Messiah. What's his name? I forgot. Seth Rollins, yes. The Messiah. Seth Rollins. Yeah, that was a very, what can I say? To be honest, I had to do something else during that. I mean, I was in and out watching that match. It got kind of the beginning part was just boring as hell. I just couldn't be bothered watching it because it was like they were all. It was just like fast, 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 fast fighting. The moment that Seth Rollins basically got DQ'd, and then the great thing is Kevin Owens, and then that was I was happy about that. Kevin Owens said, "Hey, this match is not gonna end now. This match is not gonna end now. You know, like you think you're the best that you can be." Or he said some funny joke, which made me really laugh. Like Kevin Owens, which was pre-rehearsed, but it was really funny. I can't remember it at the time. I can't remember right now because I was doing something else at the same time. Because that match started to bore me. Right, they went on like, I think it was about 25 minutes. It felt like 25 to 30. Yeah, it was about 25 minutes that match, and so yeah, that match. After that particular moment, they restarted the match, and then they did a big spot where Kevin Owens just jumped off the top barricade, so maybe off a second row, where the entrance ramp is, I think it is, or something along the line of that. And he landed on the table where Seth Rollins is. Boom, give him an elbow. Good shot. Good shot. The fact that Seth Rollins could get up and he rolled him in to the ring, that was a bit. He should have basically made it a bit more realistic in my eyes. Maybe should have picked him up, then plunked him into the ring, and then some. I can't remember the finish. Sorry, I wasn't I wasn't into it that much, but I'll watch that again because that seemed like a decent match. The second half of it was. As far as any of the standouts are concerned, I'm trying to think now. What else? Who else for? Let me see. That was cool, man. The Undertaker one, man. You know what was so great about it as well was when what was even more great about it was when he went and sat on the bike and then he put his bandana on. That was just cool. That was just cool, man. It was just cool to see that from the Undertaker. Oh yeah, John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso. Man, this is stupid as crap. I don't want to really talk too much about it because it just annoyed me the hell out of me. Really, it just really really annoyed the hell out of me. So why, oh why, oh why, why? Why would you have a tag team title match with one wrestler each? Now we know the answer is COVID-19. No, not really. I think Miz was ill because he had a broken nail or something. I don't know. But yeah, he was ill and he couldn't turn up. So I think this is why Roman Reigns got annoyed apparently because wait a minute, Miz couldn't make it and he was having to turn up. So that was a real weird case situation about it. So this match itself, it was good, but you know what? With the empty arenas where you can't, when the big high spots come, you're like, whoa, did they really do that? You couldn't really sell it that much. I mean, the only thing I can remember is Morrison doing his parkour type, his spinning Jenny thing, what he does on a ladder where Kofi was on top of the ladder, and then Morrison won it. Morrison won the actual match. It was the all three people went on the top of the ladder. They're all fighting each other. They all took the things down, and Morrison fell on the ladder, backwards on the ladder, grabbing hold of both titles and landing down the ladder, and he won the match. And I thought, typical, because quite frankly, you know, why would you want to get? You've got a great. Why does Miz get such a push? I don't understand that. You know, like there are lots of other people who are a lot more talented than Miz, and I don't mean this out of disrespect to Miz because you know he's a hard worker. I've got to give him credit. He's a hard worker. He's he tries his best when he's you know he tries his best to sell himself as a you know he does. He tries his best to sell himself as a performer. I mean, last year in WrestleMania where he fought Shane McMahon, that was pretty good. A high spot that he did, and he was a perfect babyface for that. It was really amazing. And this year, yeah, he's an annoying git. You know, yeah, back to usual with what's his name with Morrison. But it's just a shame. It's just a shame that they won again. But I knew that was going to happen. It sucked. The moment that they announced that match, I just thought to myself, I want to switch off. It did have a lot of high spots, but I just wasn't interested at all. It just kind of sucked. But you know what, man? Oh yeah, they did this spot where Kofi and nah, they did, it wasn't even really a high spot. It wasn't. He did the somersault suplex. You know what I mean? Morrison did that to Kofi. Kofi had these. He painted his dreadlocks like it reminded me of some cereal. I swear to God, his hair reminded me of cereal. It was very sad. Well, it made me hungry actually. Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch won that match, and you knew that was going to happen. That was a perfect ending for Baszler because, quite frankly, she's still green to this day. She's quite green. No one knows much about her. The feud must go on. This should go on for at least 3 more months, if ever. If when it continues back onto the scene after, I think after WrestleMania, it's a whole load of they're gonna go on a break. The WWE is gonna go on a break. So I think this was a perfect. This was a pure copy of a Bret Hart match, Survivor Series, and they could do the same type of angle really in a way where it basically was Bret Hart versus Steve Austin, and the finish was more or less exactly identical. Look, where basically Becky Lynch she was getting choked, I think it was, or something along the line of that, and she rolled on her neck to pin. Shayna Baszler. And that's how she won the actual match. And that's how Bret Hart beat Austin at the time. And it was like no one actually lost in a way. You know what I mean? It showed that Becky Lynch was a superior wrestler, but in terms of toughness, Baszler is there. She is there. And it was kind of like the same type of intensity. And I think Baszler needs to kind of capitalize on this, still be the angry cow. She needs to be a bit more spin type. But then again, will she be allowed to do that under Vince McMahon? Who knows what the future may hold with the WWE though. I hope Vince McMahon, after this whole 3 month period of absence, I think, hopefully after this COVID clears up, God willing, clears up soon. I mean, God, I mean, um, Allah willing, God willing, it clears up, then everything will be back to normal. And basically, Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch will be pushed forward even more. And I think Becky Lynch can really do some good. Now, Elias versus Baron Corbin. Oh my God, that was just such a boring. It was a weird match. The referee was basically the star of the show, in my opinion. She was such a big wrestler. She was a big woman, and she was wrestling this. She was refereeing this match, and it was clear that she, in a way, she cost Baron Corbin the match. She clearly cost him the match. It seemed. I can't remember what it was. It was like Corbin was cheating, and then um, she was shouting at Corbin, and then out of nowhere, I think Elias did a roll up or something along the line of that, and then uh, yeah, that was even funnier. Elias had his types, and basically won. Oh, you know what? That would have been so good if it was a crowd. Because Corbin is so hated, isn't he? I mean, you can't help but hate the guy. He's such a good heel. You just hate the guy. And what can you do, man? What can you do? Yeah, but yeah, that match was just like it was just fast paced. You know, I mean, but it's made such a stupid ridiculousness on. It made what made. Sorry, what I mean to say is, you know what made it the match a bit more ridiculous was when prior to the actual match, where they showed Corbin basically knocking off Elias on you know off like the off the barricade, and we're talking about like 20, 30, 30 foot 20, 30 foot high place, and he fell off there, landed on the actual mats on the floor. It wasn't even a case of okay, he landed on the table to break his fall so we can actually believe that he survived and be okay. He landed on the floor, man. They didn't actually show him land on the floor because they cut that part out, which is good because it's healthy. But you want to make it a bit more realistic. You don't put him in a match the week after. What kind of crazy stuff is that? You're telling me that basically Corbin came in at the beginning and said, "Hey, you need to lift my arms up because I am the winner and Elias is not going to come down." And Elias just turned up with just, like his head wrapped up with some blood on it or something along the line of that. And then fought a hell of a match. And the suspicion, the suspicion of disbelief, you can't, the suspense of, the part where you have to, like you think, oh, this is, believable as such, I can't get the, phrase in my mind, but the suspicion of disbelief or something along the line of that. Um, yeah, you couldn't put it away. You just couldn't put it away because it was so damn ridiculous. You just couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe. Wait a minute. You just fell on the floor a week ago, and then you just came back. What kind of crap is that? You fell off 30-foot platform and landed on like jujitsu mats, and you're telling me that you're okay after that? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. That's just crazy, man. But you know what? Overall, I have to say, man, day one was good. Day one was good. Day one was good. Now, I'll be honest with you. Oh, yeah, some other people will fought. I can't remember who else fought. Wait. Daniel Bryan lost to Sami Zayn after giving him a huge beating. And this was so unexpected because Daniel Bryan jumped off, I think he apparently jumped off the top rope or something along the line of that. The match was great, but the finish messed it up, man. What kind of stupid crud was that? Seriously. Because, like, my gosh, I don't even know what to say. Seriously, I'm just speechless right now because I'm just thinking to myself, he landed the Helluva kick, right, on Bryan as, as he jumped off the top rope, right? Sure, Shinsuke Nakamura created a distraction, and his answers are both created this distraction, but just off that one kick, you try and tell me that he won? Sami Zayn won? You've already got a great heel in Sami Zayn. You could have made him worse. The fact that he just took a straight shot to the face off a Helluva kick off the top rope. You made Daniel Bryan lose that match. It was a clean finish pinfall, man. Talk about lowering somebody's stock. It's like somebody got knocked out. The way they showed it was like a KO, like like a UFC fight. Someone got KO'd, and they were fighting the whole of the way. They were beating the heck out of the other opponent. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, a haymaker comes, boom, and ends the fight. After that particular time, the chin is gone. You know what I mean? The fact that they can't take a shot like that. Man, I think with Daniel Bryan, I think he's coming to the close to the end of his career. I think he should go to AEW after this. Hopefully he does. After his contract is up, I really hope so. I think obviously they're clearly rubbing the guy who he is grooming to become the next Daniel Bryan. So good for that. Good for that guy. But as far as Daniel Bryan is concerned, dude, you've got a guy who can create stories. You've got a guy who can create stories. You've got a guy who could do a lot more. Send him to AEW. That's all I say. I don't know what is up with the contract. I mean, the fact that he's still doing that, the Bella Divas show, that he's still doing that show, shows they're not earning enough money at the WWE. That, or they've got huge bills that they just keep needing to pay. Maybe get a smaller house. Cut back on the expenses. Maybe. But I'll say this for sure. Look, it's late, guys, anyway. It's late over here in the UK. So I just want to say thank you for viewing this, everyone. I really appreciate it. And you're probably wondering what the heck is this? I should have removed it. That was my towel. Yes, that's right. But yeah, I've talked enough. Please, anybody else who is looking to listen, sorry, to watch this, please watch it. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Please give me any feedback. If you want to do any collaborations or anything like that, give me a shout. Just in general, you know, give me some give me some help. Okay, I will very very much appreciate it. Thank you for viewing this. Definitely watch it, man. The last three matches, definitely watch them three matches. It wasn't a complete boring, it wasn't a complete boring show at all. It was about 3.5 hours long. Wasn't It didn't time me out totally. I mean, yeah, I had the lows, but it was continuous, non-stop action. It felt. It wasn't too many adverts. It was nicely paced. I think they should do this every year. WWE. They should do it 2 days every year. Definitely do 2 days every year. It's good because they always want to do like 6 hours, 8 hours. It never bloody ends. Do the same thing with this. I love the whole Undertaker angle. That was just brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, that's it from me. I've talked enough. Have a great day. Peace out. Subscribe, like, share, share, share. Get me more views on this video, and advise me on what I can do, or what I can't do, or what you like. What would you like me to do? Any reviews or talks on any particular matter. Um, Interested in to do this, or even just hit me up, man. You know what I mean? Message me. Say hello. Cool. All right. Peace.